Wasn't going to record today, but something just happened, so might as well do a little bit of a story time because I want to talk about it and get other people's opinion. So we'll call him Steven. There's this dude Steven. He lives at my apartment complex, and he's approached me at the gym before. We talked. He was a chill dude. He's like just looking for friends. He got like my Snapchat. We've texted a couple times, and I see him all the time. He's always out and about, like walking on campus or near the gym or studying or something. So we'll say what's up, have a little conversation, catch up, that sort of thing. So I just finished my workout, and I'm sitting outside by the gym is an apartment gym, so I get out of that. I'm next to the amenities like the pool and whatnot. I'm just changing shoes into my walking shoes so I can come out here so I can do my walk. He comes up, says what's up. We talk for like 10 minutes, and he talks about how like he doesn't like being inside and he likes to socialize and he doesn't use the phone like that. So he leaves the house at like 6 in the morning. He's not allowed to go back into his room until like 8 p.m. So he's out and about doing things, right? I remember one day I was like working out at the gym with my roommate, and the guy starts approaching us, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's like Steven." And I'm like, "You know Steven too?" He's like, "Yeah." He approached me one day, and that's when I realized he talks to everybody. I mean, he's for a little more context, he's a foreign exchange student or a foreign student from, I believe, Ghana. So he's a cool dude. He knows English well, but he doesn't understand American culture and like social cues as well. But he's genuinely like a sweet dude. Like he's a good person, always good conversation and whatnot. He hasn't been ruined by like social media addiction or any of the issues that like your average American in our generation has. So we finished talking by the pool, and he's like, "I think I'm gonna go talk to them next." I was like, "Oh wow, this dude talks to like random girls as well." A couple of random, like, I don't know, sorority looking girls just like on a rocking chair, just like chilling, enjoying the weather because it's pretty warm today. It's pretty nice little breeze, that sort of thing. I'm like, dang, this dude got confidence. I'm not approaching random fine shits, as they say, unless they're like giving me an eye or something, you know what I mean? So me being the nosy guy I am, I sit there and I like pretend to still be on my phone even though I was ready to leave, and I just kind of see how I can't hear them, they're kind of far by now, but just to see how the conversation goes, I look away for a second, and like they went from like sitting down, now they're standing up and talking to him. I'm like, they look weird, like why are they responding like that? And long story short, bro scares them off. I see them, they speed walk away and go straight to their apartment. I kind of like, it was in the same direction as my car, so I was trying to speed walk so I could catch up to them and be like, "Yo, is he bothering you? Like, what's up?" And if they said yes, I was gonna just explain, like he's foreign, like he don't understand the social cues and stuff. Like I know he might come off as weird, but I promise you, like you weren't in any danger. Nothing like weird was happening or anything like that. But they were fast. They got away pretty fast, so I wasn't really able to say anything. So basically, I guess they get uncomfortable within like 2 minutes and like just leave the amenities in general and just go straight home, like speed walk straight home. And I see him, he just kind of sits where they were, looking all sad and lonely, just chilling and whatnot. And I mean, it just had me thinking, like, our generation has horrific, like, socializing skills. Our generation has like horrific communication skills, like, because I know this guy, I've talked to him several times, like he doesn't come off as creepy, he's not weird. He just approaches random people and he asks their name, like how's their day going, and he has like genuine good conversations that our generation doesn't have anymore. Like, I feel like people who are in like their 60s, 70s, 80s, like when they were younger, it was completely normal. Go up to a stranger, have a little conversation. We're in Texas, so that's even more normal than maybe some other places. But they were instantly like just freaked out and unable to like socialize and communicate properly, and instantly left. And it just had me thinking, like, who's in the wrong? Because I can definitely understand that because he's not from here. They looked a little bit uncomfortable at first, and like if it was me, I would have like been like, have a good day, that sort of thing, because I can understand those social cues and maybe he cannot. But it just had me thinking, it's like who's in the wrong there? Like, I get it, he's approaching random girls and they probably get unwanted, like from their point of view, I get it, they probably get unwanted attention all the time, but he definitely was not coming off as creepy or anything like that. He definitely was not coming off as creepy or anything like that from what I could see, just having a normal conversation, and they instantly ran away. And the thing that like kind of bothers me is like, now I already know they're gonna go home and their private stories are gonna be like, this weird guy approached us at the pool and he was being creepy and we were scared and we had to run away, and they're probably gonna pretend to be like victims and stuff. They just look like the type that would do that, you know what I mean? And it just had me thinking about like the greater issue with our generation, and it's that we have no social skills at all, and that we don't socialize, and we just don't know how to be like proper human beings. And I get it. I can't relate to the female, I can't relate to like how girls have it. I'm sure there's a lot of predatory guys and whatnot, but he kept his distance. He didn't like approach him too close. He was being normal. I promise you, he didn't instantly go up there and like start flirting with them. I promise you, he was not flirting with them at all. Like, he's just not the type to be on that sort of timing, like, at all. And it was a very open environment. There was a lot of people around. It's not like they were not in any type of danger, and it was a big ass dog. Goddamn. Oh, now you want to bark it. The big dog's not barking, it's the Chihuahua barking, obviously. But it just had me thinking of like the greater issue in our society, because like when we were having that conversation, he was telling me that he was gonna go talk to those girls. I was thinking like, that's so cool. Like, this guy doesn't have anxiety at all. Like, anxiety fears him. Like, he genuinely walks around and just talks to new people all day, every day, and has quality, good conversations. And that obviously will be useful in like his work life later. And I don't know, I think it's just really cool that he's not like on social media like that. Instead, he's genuinely just going out, meeting people, having great conversations. Most of the people he approaches are guys. It would be weird if he was one of those guys who just like approaches hella girls on some flirting stuff. I promise you, he was not on that type of timing. And I was just like, the point of this video is like, who's in the wrong, first of all, and second of all, like, just how like garbage our communication skills are as a generation. Because I'll see older people do the exact same thing. How many times I've been like at the barber shop or something, and like the old white man who's like 70 talks to me, and we have a genuine conversation, we learn stuff, we shake hands, it's all great and whatnot. And our generation is too scared to talk to anyone, any random stranger at all. Everyone has social anxiety, and it leads to like, I've been seeing reports about how like people hate hiring Gen Z because like they have to be taught how to communicate. I've been seeing so many situations where like people are too scared. They can't work, like they can't even do a register job because they don't know how to talk to people, right? And they genuinely have to be taught how to communicate and talk to people. And before it went south, I was like, dang, maybe I'm gonna just go around and start talking to people. Probably more dudes. I mean, I'm not really trying to approach girls like that unless they're like giving me the eye and I'm feeling them, but yeah. It just had me, because like from one side of it, like I get it, like he approached them and they probably seemed uninterested, and the conversation just kept going, and they're like, oh, it's creepy because he's weird, because the average American is not talking like, I don't know, is not like approaching you like that. And it wasn't like the most normal thing. Like if a dude's approaching random girls and saying like what's up and talking, he's hitting on them. It's like how the culture is here. So like I get it, but it's kind of stupid. Like, I think that everyone should like, I mean, like, this is my first time like I think maybe my second time properly vlogging out here. I've had a few neighbors like kind of look at me and stuff. The old me, not even like me from 6 months ago would have never ever in a million years been able to like come out here and have the confidence to just vlog and like do this. Like, I think like anxiety, social skills, that sort of thing is like probably the thing that I'm most proud of myself for really working on and improving over the past year. And like ever since I've got my confidence up and like basically eliminated like 95% of my anxiety, life has been so much better, like it's been so much better. And I mean, I don't do it anywhere like remotely as much as this guy, but I still approach random people every now and then and just have like a great conversation, make a new friend, like talk to that gym bro or something, or like, I don't know, like this girl like walked out of her exam the same time as mine, and I was like, what's up? And we started chopping it up, and we ended up talking for like 2 hours straight, and she gave me a ride. So that was sick, like those are the good experiences. And I think something that's been lost because of social media is like human communication, like proper communication, and like we need water, food, and shelter. I think genuine human communication, looking each other in the eyes, that's another thing. Everyone's too scared to look each other in the eyes, right? But genuine communication like that is something that humans need. Just like how everyone's like touch deprived now, I also believe that touch is something that like everyone needs. Like, you need to feel touched. Like, hugs are great because everyone is touch deprived, especially most like young men nowadays. And it's why everyone's unhappy, you know? I feel like if you have the ability to like just communicate with everyone and go around, because there's so many people, like I've hung out with people before, and they're like too scared to like order at a restaurant or something, you know? Or like I was hanging out with this other dude, like over spring break, we caught up and we were walking around the mall and he seemed extremely anxious. He took my shoe off, he took my shoe clean off 3 separate times. As in, like, he walked into me and like stepped on my shoe to the point where my shoe came off. Never in my life have I hung out with someone for just 1 hour of walking and they've taken my shoe clean off 3 times. And that's a whole nother story, because bro projects and is like rude to other people and whatnot, even though he's the one who's actually insecure. But it's like all these issues, because I've been there. I've had anxiety, but I've had like several different anxiety disorders as well that are like much worse than just normal like social anxiety or something. So I've been there, so I understand it. And I am telling you, getting rid of this is like the best feeling you will ever have. Oh, now the other one's barking. But getting rid of your anxiety will be like the best thing ever. Life is just so much better. Hi, doggy. Hi, doggy. Hi, doggy. Oh, this one's a scary pit bull. I've never understood that, like having a guard dog that barks at everyone. I feel like if you had a guard dog that would bark only because like right now those owners are not going to come out and check like what's going on, because it does it every time someone walks by. It's pointless, bruh. You need to train your dog to where like they're only going crazy if someone steps on your property, so you're ready. Like, you know, I feel like the whole point of a guard dog, you know, it's just like the whole car alarm thing. I know in like back in like I don't remember what decade, it was a long time ago, whenever this FRS is clean as hell. What the fuck? But whenever they created car alarms to stop theft like decades ago, and it ended up being pointless because car alarms would go off like easily. So whenever a car alarm goes off now, like no one even pays attention, because it's like, oh, it's probably just a false alarm. So you might as well just not even have it, because it does like nothing, because it's like oversaturated. I'm going off on a tangent here, but yeah.